Hello. So the other day I was thinking about the word attitude and how a bad attitude can make someone look so ugly even though they're so pretty in the outside. So I looked up the word and I found many definitions, but I like this one. An attitude is a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior. What does the Bible tell us about attitude? In Philippians 2 says, do everything without grumbling or arguing so that you may become blameless and pure children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky as you hold firmly to the word of life. In Proverbs 17:22 says, a happy heart is a good remedy, but a broken spirit dries the bones. Nobody determines what attitude you're going to take, but the attitude you take or I take is going to affect others in a positive or negative way. No one can force you or me to take a bad attitude. We are in control of our emotions and we are responsible for what attitude we take. No matter what circumstances you face, no one has the power to dictate how you're going to feel unless you allow it or I allow it. Our attitudes are an external sample of what is happening in our hearts. When our hearts are focused in the right place, our attitudes would also be. The only thing we have to lose by choosing a positive attitude is a bad attitude. You can teach, write, preach, advice from what you know, but you reproduce what you are. Your actions in front of others will always speak louder than your words. In Philippians 2:5, Paul said, have the same attitude that Jesus Christ had. Pastor Chuck Swindoll once wrote, attitude to me is more important than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think, say, or do. It is more important than appearance, talent, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, a home, even a marriage. The remarkable thing is that we have a choice in everything we do every day regarding the attitude we adopt for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people act in a certain way. All we can do is play on the only rope that we have, and that is our attitude. What does Paul meant when he says you must have the same attitude as that Jesus Christ had? Jesus always approached people with love, grace, and acceptance, and a heart to serve instead of being served. I pray the Lord free us from the shackles of a bad attitude. May He work in our hearts and mind to transform our thinking from negative to a positive one, despite the circumstances we're facing today. May He fill us with joy, and a joy that only can come from Him. So today, let's work in our attitude. God bless.